They have already decided what they're going to do. The ministers are treated like vermin by their own minders and by the representatives of the Troika. Something that very few people know is that the Eurogroup is actually led by the Troika, not by the finance ministers, the elected representatives of the nations. So you've got the head of the Eurogroup, who is usually, let's face it, appointed by Dr. Wolfgang Schäuble. Then next to him, there is the real ruler of the European Union, a gentleman called Thomas Wieser. Nobody has heard of him, but he wields the real power. He tells...
What is his position?
He's the head of the Euro Working Group, which is the cabinet under the Eurogroup.
The non-existent group.
Yes, they are the shadow cabinet of the non-existent Eurogroup.
Yeah.
And this gentleman has been around now for years.
How does the Eurogroup get established? You don't discuss this in your book. You just say it's there.
I think it just sprung out.
Yeah.
You know, out of the shell, like, you know, Aphrodite in Cyprus. Look, when we created, in our infinite wisdom, a common currency, and we had a common central bank, but without a state to correspond to the central bank, and went up with states that didn't have a central bank, because that common central bank was created on the proviso that it would not come to the assistance ever of any of the states of which it would be the central bank. Right. They decided that, well, every now and then, the finance ministers of these nations that now don't have a central bank, but they have created a common central bank, should get together and discuss economic policy to coordinate. So this is how it emerged. It's not in any treaty. I'll just tell you the story of how I found out that the Eurogroup doesn't exist in law. By the way, one more point. After our country started to go failing...
Is it inconsistent with European law, or just
no, it doesn't exist in law.
It? It's kind of orthogonal, no connection.
It's outside the framework of European law.
Now, do its decisions impact, how do its decisions impact...
It makes all the important decisions that determine the future of Europe.
And
every single one of them.
How are those decisions transmitted to the official decision-making bodies, to the Brussels bureaucracy?
Oh, yes. What happens is, there is the Eurogroup meeting, and then afterwards there is an ECOFIN meeting. The ECOFIN does exist. It's the meeting of all the European Union finance ministers, including the ones that are not using the euro. So George Osborne from Britain is there, the Danish finance minister is there. And what happens, it's a rubber stamping process. So whatever the Eurogroup has decided, ECOFIN says, okay, we agree. And there's never any debate.
No debate.
Yeah.